from our own position at LAWMA, we see huge opportunity in waste. And that's the new thing we're bringing to every Lagosian. We want everyone to embrace this circular economy. Our initial estimate is that there's 45 billion naira annually.
45 billion.
Available to be unlocked in waste.
On Lagos Talk 91.3.
My guest today is Dr. Muyiwa Badegesin, the managing director. I don't know whether I should add the name, executive managing director of Lagos, not Lagos State. Please listen to this, of Lagos Waste Management Authority, not agency. Am I right?
You're right.
Authority. When authority speaks. Dr. Once again, Dr. Muyiwa Badegesin, you are welcome.
Thank you so much.
He's here with one of his assistants who will not be talking to you, but they are the powers, the engine room powers. They are those that bring the menu, prepare the menu, because the person I want to introduce is the Director of Public Relations for LAWMA. I'm talking of Mrs. Folashade Kadri. You are welcome, ma. Just tell the people hello.
Hello, good morning, the Guru. Good morning, Lagosians.
Thank you. And the way you introduce yourself, mother, you made it think we are talking to Lagosians. No, we talk around the world.
Yep.
As we are talking here now, we are being listened to globally. In China, even in United States of America. Yeah, those places that we are 6 hours different. There used to be times some people would call us from South Korea to tell us. So, but you greeted only Lagosians. Who told you that? Who told you? All right. What new are you?
We're here to talk to Lagosians, but to all your listeners worldwide.
Oh, of course.
Because as we were discussing earlier, before we came on air, there's so much opportunity in Lagos. Lagos is the hotspot that everybody around the world should be looking at, simply because we've been blessed. As you said, you told some very eye-opening stories and analysis, which I'm sure we may share later. From our own position at LAWMA, we see huge opportunity in waste. And that's the new thing we're bringing to every Lagosian. We want everyone to embrace this circular economy. Our initial estimate is that there's 45 billion naira annually.
45 billion.
Available to be unlocked in waste. Things that we currently throw away. And so that's why we continuously preach to people, stop throwing these things on the road. Stop throwing it in the drainage. Work with us. Separate your waste. Everything in that waste has value to someone.
Potential financial value.
Yes, it has financial value. So it is madness for people to be complaining about, oh, I'm hungry, I don't have this, I don't have that. Yet, they're dumping away valuable materials. In fact, do you know that within LAWMA now, those people that you call scavengers or waste pickers, we don't call them scavengers or waste pickers
What do you call them?
We call them urban miners.
Urban?
Miners.
Wow.
Because they're mining valuable material. You should see some of their bank accounts. You'll be shocked.
I don't mind. I will be joining them.
I will bring some so that they will tell you their experiences. The last International Waste Pickers Day last year, which I attended at Mike Adinuga Center. You can see we're doing International Waste Pickers Day at a place that was built by a billionaire. So that should tell you something. And we interviewed so many of them, some making up to 700. I think the record was 700,000 naira a month.
700,000 naira?
Yes. An elderly woman.
And that's last year.
It's a matter of, it's on record. She's on tape.
Coyote, I've not seen such money for my lifetime. Why have you wasted the time of inviting me to?
That's why I'm here to tell people, because
this information is specifically
I'm
for
inviting
me.
you to. We still have our own private meeting later. We'll discuss some of these things, and so it's not different in other countries, and that's why I said we are talking to everyone around the world. We have people coming from outside Nigeria now, who you call foreign investor, coming to invest in this same waste.
Okay, hold it there, because this is it true. Preamble. Thank you for the preamble. You said people coming. I hope they are not like those people who came from Scotland during Ambody time.
No.
That put the waste and everything they go stand still.
No way. Okay. No, they're not. First of all, the waste collection system is sacrosanct. It will always be managed by Nigerians. And even these new opportunities we're talking about, it's Nigerians that are in the forefront.
Okay.
Like I said, they're already doing it. And there are new people coming into that business space as well. So because we're the ones here, we understand the terrain, we'll always have that advantage.
Okay.
And, it's not easy work. It's not cheap to invest, to be a business person. And but with Nigerians, we know that we have that go-getting spirit.
Yeah.
Once we understand the value in a particular area, we go into it full time. It's just that before now, many people didn't know, and that's why I'm here to talk about some of those values. Like, let me give you an example. I don't know, are we still in preamble, or can I fire ahead?
No, go on. We have this preamble. We have a minute for each section.
I want to give practical example. I have a friend who reached out to me sometime last year. He had some land in Ekpe, and I think about 50 hectares, which he had been trying to do organic waste processing.
Okay.
And before then, he hadn't seen much support. It's always difficult going to government to get this and that. And he now wanted to do estates instead of the organic waste processing. So I encouraged him. I said, whatever it takes, I will support you, because that organic waste is 50% of the waste we generate in Lagos every day. So if you build this organic waste processing plants that you're talking about, I can guarantee you'll get all the organic waste you need. And he listened to me. He trusted me. Now he's 90% completed. He's going to have capacity to treat 50 tons of organic waste every day. Food waste, organic waste, daily, with potential to go up to 200 tons. And
daily?
Yes. And he's going to produce animal feed and fertilizer. And there's a big market for animal feed. So anything, the chicken, the pig.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
And he's going to make a lot of money. And because we have about 7,000 tons of organic waste every single day in Lagos being thrown away. You can see that that's why we call it urban miners. This is like valuable material, the same type of like all these californium or all these rare minerals you're talking about. But here we have it in excess. So we want people in Lagos who understand business to see waste as a business.
Thank you. Hold it there. Now, do you take responsibility for PSP's operators' operation? Do you take responsibility?
Yes, we are the regulator.
Are they accounted to you?
Yes, they are.
Okay. What do you see as probably limitations that their functionality are not really be exhibited to the fullest to make cleanliness an order of the day? What are the limitations you have seen that you can bring to public life?
Well, some of the limitations. One, the economic situation. The trucks are expensive. It's about, to get a used one, fairly used one now, is a minimum of maybe 30 million naira. So many of them are not able to recapitalize, particularly because of the low compliance. A lot of people are not paying for waste. Many people are paying, fine.
A lot of people
are also not paying. So it's
for the services they render on weekly basis.
Yes. So it's difficult for them to recoup the cost of running the operations. So that's a major challenge. Of course, the cost of spare parts with the foreign exchange fluctuation is also very high.
And cost of diesel?
Diesel is also high. But we, as a regulator, what we've done is we've looked at those challenges and we've come up with solutions. We are in the advanced stage of supporting them with new equipment, new trucks, which will be CNG powered.
Advanced stage. Please, we are talking to the people now. What time lag can we put on this? Because I personally have been hearing the advanced stage for the past 4 or 5 years. So can you put... because
it can't be up to 4 or 5 years. We just started talking about this late last year. But I can give you a 12-month
from now.
Say
before July of 2026.
By the grace of God.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because, like as you pointed out, because I saw some lags, and I pitied these people because most of the vehicles, they have been vehicled that country for 10, 15 years, sometimes some 20 years before bringing them in. I know the cost is high. That is why I put that question that as the regulator, and thank God you brought the ideas of how to help them. Now, the question is this. The best system of waste management around the world, as I know, is recycling. Is that very prominent into your heart as regulator?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I started talking about circular economy.
Okay.
In the area of recycling, we have hundreds of recycling companies who, as we speak, they go from house to house collecting recyclable waste. We also have them going to businesses to collect all kinds of recycling. We license them and we track, some of their operation. We're also introducing community recycling centers.
Okay.
These are locations where people in the community can bring recyclable items and collect incentives in exchange for those items. In the next,
are those that have the capacity of saving up to 70,000?
Yes, well, actually, in one of
the
our...
place where are giving me employment, I think you promise.
Yes, I believe you can do that. But I don't know if you will have time with your busy schedule on air.
I'm looking for money. If the air will take the money, I will take the air with me to go and look for the money.
Yes. So those opportunities.
Kayode, would you be coming with me? We take the air with us to look for the money. And when we acquire the money, we come back to invest the money on the air. Go ahead.
Yes. And like I said, I was talking about community recycling centers. We're introducing some. We have one operating now at one of our facilities in Ebutemeta. And if you go there, you see the women from the community involved in sorting plastic bottles. Yes, that location is in partnership with one of the pioneer recycling companies, WeCyclers.
Okay.
And
is it a Nigerian company?
It's a Nigerian company.
Okay.
It's a Nigerian company. They've done very, very well. They have a pretty wide collection network.
Okay.
And there are many others as well.
Okay.
We want to extend this to other facilities.
So what happened to waste dump? Is this sites you call them?
The dump sites.
Yes.
Or landfill.
Yes.
So what we're doing with that, we have 13,000 tons of waste generated daily, 13 to 14,000 tons. We have 5 active dump sites. Out of those 5, we've closed one. That's in Ekpe.
Okay.
Because there's a new international airport that Lagos State government is building there, and it cannot coexist with the dump site, along with many other developments coming there. We're going to have a waste to energy plant there. Now, for the 2 big dump sites, which are in the middle of town, which impossible to hide, everybody sees them, Olushosun at Ojota and Solus 3. We've signed a memorandum of understanding, that is with the Ghanaian company, Zoom Lion Nigeria, where we will close those dump sites within the next 18 months. And we will build transfer loading stations at those dump sites to divert waste to new material recovery facilities. From Ojota, we'll be diverting waste to Ikorodu, a material recovery facility in Ikorodu that will process 2,500 tons.
What system
daily.
You want to?
This is a waste separation. Is a waste separation facility where they have lines that can automatically separate waste into plastic.
Is it going to be baggaging as the
No, it's with mechanical separation.
Yes.
So it's essentially a factory, a contained factory. From the outside, you can't see what's going on inside. You can't smell the waste. But inside, you have mechanical equipment that automatically separates the metal from the plastic, from the textile, from the organic waste. So it separates out neatly, and then they can then package and ship to those who need it as a raw material.
Okay.
So that's the circularity we're talking about.
Okay.
So that from Ojota, we divert waste to Ikorodu. And then from Solus 3 in Igondo. That's the other.
Igondo is still in existence?
It's still in existence. It's overdue for closure. We'll close that as well, replace it with a transfer loading station, and then divert waste to another material recovery facility. These are two new facilities.
Where would this one be?
In Badagry.
Okay, from Igondo now, you transfer to Badagry. From this other one, you transfer to Ikorodu.
Yes. And then the waste will be covered, and our plan is to even, if possible, place solar panels and be able to generate electricity for the surrounding facilities. So those sites are
okay. LAWMA has something like that in mind to generate electricity for the neighborhood.
Yes,
just like what the Dangote Cement has done now. After 3 years of no electricity in the particular community, they were able to put them on the electricity that will be coming constantly. You are not benefiting from me to carry. Why are you loading your head?
I'm happy for them.
All right. Now, there is this very critical question. People connect. I'm pseudonymous with LAWMA. People contact me at all times. And I keep telling them I'm the unpaid salesman for LAWMA. So you are not wasting my time. A few days ago, there is an estate they call White Oak Estate at Ologolo. They reached out to me. And I calmed them down. They told me that the scavengers, as you mentioned, inside that estate, and it is a very, very lucrative estate. It's a well-governed estate.
I know the place.
Oh, you know the place. Well-respected estate. That these scavengers will empty by the roadside the bin of all the household there to sort out this before moving whatever remains them to the vehicle, making the place, once you enter the place, outdoor and everything. So what is your responsibility towards such?
We clamp down on that. We frown on such activity. And in fact, in some places, people have left their land for scavengers to use for doing this waste sorting, and we don't.
But in the White Oak, as they told me, the place is too good. There's no.
So we will send a team to go and take action on that and to stop them from doing that. Okay. And we'll also clean up the place.
Okay.
We encourage people to report such activities, and anytime we get those reports, we promise we respond. If, for example, let me even take this opportunity to reiterate that, any kind of activity generating waste illegally on land, like if you have your land and you allow waste to be there, we put out a press statement a few weeks ago that people should take care of their land, of their property, because if you don't and you're in violation of the law, we can even take that land away from you.
Is there law? Is there any
law
law
supports that?
Backing you to take
absolutely. The law supports that.
Law passed by Lagos State House of Assembly and accepted by the governor.
Absolutely, yes. You must take good care of your land. If you have a property, or even if you're not the owner of the property, you're living in the property, you must keep the frontage of that property clean, including the drainage. LAWMA cannot clean the front of every single household.
Yeah, you spoke about
it's the responsibility of the residents. And if we all do the right thing, we'll collectively, and everybody is cleaning the front of their house on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, you'll see a cleaner city. Already, from LAWMA alone, we have 17,000 street sweepers cleaning 1,000 routes. But that is not every street in the state. They're doing a lot, but people still have to support that by also coming out and cleaning, keeping their front clean. And it's by that collective effort that we, how we say, Ìgbéga Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni. So we plead with people. Yes,
you know,
we want you to.
what's the meaning of what you just said now?
It means that the development, the progress of Lagos State is a collective effort.
All of us.
It's all of us.
Thank you for explaining. Thank you. Now, one very important question. You need the people's engagement. And if you are allowed only to be dealing in engagement, I'm talking now, speaking out, to the PSP operators. The PSP operators, some might be bully, some might have their way of not allowing the people challenge to get to you. Are you not thinking of creating social media, what do you call it? What's the English?
Handles, pages?
Maybe because I just returned back from the village. I've forgotten how
social media handles.
Platform, so that the people can sometimes bypass the PSP and be able to communicate with, not from the office, like means of communication, telephone number.
I'm also there. We have LAWMA_gov on every social media platform.
Please take it easily because I want listeners to write it down.
Yes, so okay, let me even spell it out so that they can take it down.
Okay. Can you assist, please?
Yes, sir.
On X, on Instagram, on Facebook, you search for LAWMA_GOV. That's LAWMA_gov. LAWMA_GOV. LAWMA_gov.
Okay.
And you can send your complaints to my own handle as well on all the platforms. I'm just simply Muyiwaji.
Okay.
Otherwise known as Muyiwag, and my friends call me Wag for short.
Really?
I'm there, and I respond personally.
No, sorry, this is not part of the essence. But your friends call you?
They call me Wag.
Wag.
It's
not
a very creative
really?
nickname. But
can we take it? Maybe your swagger sometimes can be ginger. Is that why they call you Wag?
Do I have swagger? You think so? I will take it as a compliment.
Okay, we discuss the details of this when we go off.
Muyiwaji at Muyiwaji on X, on Instagram, on Facebook. So just search for those. Send your complaints and challenge us to respond in a timely fashion.
And then, do you have any toll free?
Yes, we do. We have several. We have 070 80 60 10 20.
Cardi, are you helping us out?
Yeah.
Because it's
070 80 60
10 20.
10 20.
Yep.
We also have 08 00 00 52 962.
Okay.
Let me take that again. 08 00 00 52 962. That's actually just 08 00 00 LAWMA. For those who are familiar with the alphanumeric code.
LAWMA. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there is this important question before we switch off because very soon time is threatening. Okay. You take responsibilities for implement of the PSPs. The last time when you were here, I remember mentioning the from what do you call it? Lekki facing to Ekpe. Might not really get into Ekpe because if you go into Ekpe now, you are going to the deeper hinterland. And the hinterland, by Nigeria culture, they are neater. Naturally, they are neater than the cities. Now, we talk of, and very good news is that about 2 weeks ago, I read about those defecating publicly that we arrest. It is not your responsibility. I know that. But has the, between Jack Kondi to Aja, to what do you call this area, have they been properly cleared now? Because information I had at my disposal, even while I sat in my village, was concentration of dumps in those zones. And I mentioned it on air. And you said we're going to take action. Have they been properly cleared now?
Is it dumps or fecal waste?
Sorry, not dumps. Not dumps. Waste, just dumped by the roadside. that has it be properly given place of attention now?
Yes, it's been given attention. But one thing is, there are some people who decide to dump daily on the roadside. And what we're doing is we're intensifying partnership with the estates around that area. For example, the umbrella estates, Lekki, Peninsula Estates and Stakeholders and Residents Association, LERSA. We're working very closely with them now. Our enforcement team, surveillance team, was with the chairman of the Environment Committee there last week, as well as with one of the paramount rulers in that area, the Olu of Shangotedo, who has, he stepped up and he has said that he wants to partner with us to clamp down on those people who are dumping illegally. Some of them are not from Lagos, or maybe even from Nigeria. Some are scavengers, for example. They go and bring all this waste. We don't know.
Are you talking now of scavengers bringing
from Niger Republic, from Mali? They're not Nigerians.
So what's the difference now between this environment we are talking now and the Fulani herdsmen that we are now being told they are not Nigerians?
It's another version of Fulani herdsmen, perhaps. We have a huge issue of migrant, what you call climate migrants in Lagos now. You will see them everywhere. And
okay, let's leave that.
No, I want to finish this point.
Okay.
When we're operating in that area, we are constantly attacked. Some of my men have been stabbed, at least on 3 occasions, because they go to clear the same waste that the scavenger is working on. So it's a major issue there, and that's why we've decided to work with each of the communities, and we're reorganizing how the waste is being managed from them. So you'll see continuous improvement.
Okay. Because I had to lay emphasis on that question because 5 years, 6 years ago, or 4 years ago, when Tuji Bello was here, sitting right where you're sitting now, Tuji Bello told us about the synergy that is coming, that the citizens will be invited to participate in this thing. Mostly those that will bring their waste at midnight.
Oh, in fact, this weekend, if you saw one trending report, it was the Lekki Phase 1 Residents Association themselves who caught a white van, a Ford van, dumping waste along Bisola Rosimeti Street by 3 a.m. on Saturday.
That's lucky.
From a very popular restaurant. I won't mention the restaurant now. We've
meals.
Yes.
At midnight.
At 3 a.m. they were dumping the waste. So the security team, the chief security officer of the estate, was able to apprehend them, and they held them until our own team was able to come and take them into custody. They're still in our custody now.
Okay.
The van is seized, and they will pay a very heavy fine.
Okay, investigation is ongoing.
Yes.
Just like investigations in Nigeria is ongoing with the police.
No, the investigation is concluded. The investigation is concluded. And so what we're saying is, how I said before, it's a collective effort. So we appeal to people to, if you see something, say something. You have ways of reaching us now. If you see people engaging in this kind of illegal dumping of waste, they're not ghosts. They're human beings. So reach out to government, any government official, report it, and so that we can take action.
Okay, that's good. I want to thank you. Anything new, you have only 1 minute. Anything new the people should be expecting?
The guru, before we go to the people, and before he talks about anything new, he spoke about material site.
Recovery facility.
Material recovery facility. But my question there, my worry there was that for you to have a material recovery facility, that means waste has been properly segregated. What are you doing? Because if you're taking this waste from these sites and you are taking it there, will it be separated at the material recovery facility, or will it be separated before it gets there?
Okay, so there's 2 types of recovery. There's recovery by sorting at source from your home. That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the material recovery facility can actually treat bulk commingled wastes. That's everything is together, and then they'll now separate it out. So because we're sorting at source, but before we even get to that point, we still have to treat the waste properly.
Okay.
So the question I was asking, which would need just now half a minute. what that new thing that Lagosian should be expecting, that we are bringing into the job, that will give them joy and give them the satisfaction that whatever they are paying is well accounted for.
Okay, we will be introducing, with this age of artificial intelligence, we want to introduce WhatsApp lines that come with bots that will be able to, all you do is send us a chat, state your problem, and the system will automatically take up from there. We'll be introducing that.
So we are now adopting artificial intelligence mechanism.
We're also introducing drones to monitor all this illegal dumping that I talked about.
Not drones with fixed bombs. Yeah.
Not with bombs. Okay. Just with cameras. Hopefully, maybe facial recognition. So we need to clamp down. It's getting out of hand. The way people just go around dumping waste everywhere. So
with all authority, would you say that LAWMA operations in Lagos today was ahead of what it was last year, and that all things being equal, by 2026 we shall see more improvements?
Absolutely.
All right. Hold it there.